Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse review. This time I got the Amazon exclusive 3-pack of Clayface, Batman, and Batwoman. This set usually retails for about 75-ish dollars, I believe. I was able to get mine for $35 about a week or so ago. Luckily everything was packaged appropriately, nothing was swapped out. However, I do have at least two quality control issues that we will get into. But something I want to point out here is I'm going to have to move the camera for this one. This box is gigantic. I mean, look at that. This thing is huge. Let me get a ruler out. Just to give you an idea. Over 12 inches tall. It's like 6 inches deep. Like, this thing is crazy. Like, man. Like, I can't even put it all on frame. Like, I can't. Really, this is the only interesting part of the box. It has the artwork there of the three of those characters. But otherwise, not much else to see in the box. It's completely just black with, like, DC Multiverse on it. To give you an idea. And it does have the gold label on it. Anyway, let me recenter these guys, and then yeah, that's one of the quality control issues right there. Recenter this. Anyway, a couple things to point out. None of these figures come with a display stand, which that kind of sucks. Flight stand or otherwise, they don't come with one. They also don't come with any trading cards, which does suck. Batman and Clayface, of course, have gotten at least one other trading card, but Batwoman, this is the only way to get her so far, and she just doesn't come with one. And again, that does suck, like, I like the trading cards. I'm one of those people, I got a whole trading card binder just to hold all of them. Got so many cards, I like them, but anyway, enough rambling about the cards. Let's actually look at the products you get here. So, you only get 4 accessories. You get 2 batarangs. They're both unique. One of which is half covered in clay, and the other one is more like a fade into the clay. It's darker on the side, and then it goes more brown as you go. And they're just alright. Like, this kind of looks like poop, though. Like, this one especially looks like poop. This one you could kind of get away with it because of the the fade there, but this one just looks like straight up poop, like actual poop. But the idea is like it gets like lodged in Clayface there. But yeah, and they each come with a grapnel gun. I believe this is this same one that they've been reusing for a while. This one's just done in all black, no paintwork there. And this one's new to me, but it might have been reused before. I do not know. Looks good though. Now, quality control, I want to get that out of the way. Just looking at them, you're not really going to notice it, but it all has to do with legs. So Batwoman here, her leg, as you can see, kind of loose. She can stand on her own, but I had to actually heat up this joint with a hair dryer and then just, press it into place and hope for the best. And thankfully, while it is loose, she can stand up. So there is that. But, that sucks. Speaking of leg, let's look at Clayface real quick. Yeah, his leg just broke off. It's not supposed to do that. You can see it's just a clean tear, which really sucks. But I don't want to say that that's a good thing, but I could use this as a mound of clay, and yeah, I could send in Amazon for another one, but at that point I'm just gonna glue on the leg. Everything else in this set was fine besides those 2 issues. I might as well just super glue this together and just not worry about it. Since we have Clayface here, why don't we start off with him? Get these 2 out of the way. Clayface is a complete reuse of the other Clayface that they released. Although I did see that like this midsection piece might be different. I don't know. I don't have the other Clayface with me, and I didn't look at too many pictures of the other one ahead of this review. But I'm not going to move the joints on this guy too much. I haven't had any issues with the hand joints or the arm joints, but again, just be careful. You don't want your figure to break like mine did. Again, though, you could use it as a mound of clay, but so he does have articulation in the elbows, but it's really his arm is already at such an extreme angle, you can't really use that articulation besides the swivel. And I don't know if you can hear on camera, but like it does not sound good. So I'm just gonna very lightly move it. He does have a swivel hinge on the wrists as well, but again, the clay protrusions kind of get in the way. I only feel comfortable hinging the hands rather than twisting them. This one's good. Again, I don't feel comfortable twisting this, but you can twist it. And then, of course, the shoulders are on that, Mcfarlane style butterfly joint. So you got that. Oh, that did not sound good. It sounded like something broke just there. Speaking of sounding like breaking, his mouth does open, but like pushing it back up, ugh, it just does not sound good. Ugh. And he can't. Oop. Anyway, he can twist his head, but he can't actually go further than this. I don't want to. And he can look up a little bit. What I like about this is that it actually does look like a clay monster, like the material. It is a nice color of plastic, and they actually do have a dry brush of a brighter orange color on the figure. But as you can see, they didn't continue that to at least the front side here of the figure. So it goes from really nice texture paint to just flat brown, and it just does not look good. And of course, the back of the figure is unpainted as well. It's not dry brushed at all. It's just all brown. Anyway, that's Clayface. Hopefully, I can get him back there before he falls over. I don't know where I'm gonna put him on display. This guy is massive. We will get into some size comparisons, but let's move on to Batman next here. Batman, it's a complete reuse of the Rebirth body mold. I do like this body mold for the time. I thought it was the best Batman uh, mold that they've done. It has great amount of articulation. I like the cape. The paintwork on this one's pretty good. And they actually did paint the inside of the rubber cape here purple, and it is black on the other side. I do like that. They even continued it onto this side here. They didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. And paint-wise, really good on the logo here. Not too much to complain about there. The belt has none of the painted details, save for it being yellow, of course. But yeah, just looking good. No 5 o'clock shadow, but the face looks nicely printed. Nothing out of the ordinary. So again, can't complain there. Yeah, so I have issues trying to keep him holding his grapnel. It just pops out. But good Batman figure. If you want to see me do the articulation for this guy, it is in my digital review, because the digital one was basically just this body. But yeah, I really like this. It's a nice light gray Batman. If you don't have a Batman in your collection already, this might be the one for you. It might be. But anyway, I think the figure most people were interested in this 3-pack was actually the Batwoman here. And I do like it, but I do have some problems. Obviously, I already talked about the knee here, but I feel like proportionally the upper body just looks a bit strange. I feel like the logo here should be a bit further down on the torso, or her boobs should be a bit higher up. It's just something about this upper torso looks very strange. Like I can't tell you what it is. Something just looks off. I don't know. But this is mostly a reuse of the Catwoman Nightfall body mold. It's been reused plenty of times before. I think for this application, it's fine. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the. See what I mean? This thing is just loose. The boot on the leg. It's just like, why do you need the 2 boots here? Just make a new piece for this and call it a day. But they did make a new piece here, at least for this part. I believe they made a new piece for the shoe, or the reused one, but I know that the Catwoman had a heel. And what I do like that they actually did here with the arm is that this is a rubber overlay, the red part. It shifts rather than being, a completely new mold. So you can have the prongs a little bit closer to the front, or you could have them towards the back. So I do like that. I believe the belt is new, but again, uh, it has to be new. Yeah, it has to be new. Because this was like one of the first figures that reused the Nightfall Catwoman body. Obviously, the upper torso is new. The cape might be reused from a Batgirl. I don't have that Batgirl, so I can't confirm. The head is new, of course, and I believe the hands are reused from a Batgirl, but I could be wrong. These look similar to the Starfire hands with those diamonds on the knuckles. It definitely looks like those hands. The cape is double painted, on the black and then red on the inside. Now, with the head, she's forever looking down unless you arc her back, and then that just looks a bit strange. Looks stranger in person, but ugh. She's just forever looking down. And I'm looking. There goes her knee again. I keep holding her by the knee, and it just. Uh, face sculpt looks good. I got no complaints with that. The ears, they're pointy. The hair, it's actually a two-tone. It's in a darker orange and then highlighted with some brighter orange. Really nicely done. I just wish I could have her, at least be able to look straight forward without having to arch her back unnaturally. It's just annoying. It's like, this isn't a bad figure. It's part of a 3-pack with 2 other figures that people may or may not want. I'm just glad I got it for only $35, considering, the quality control issues. But anyway, let's go ahead and see how these 3 look next to some other characters in our size comparison. So, Batwoman here, she stands at, I'd say, almost 7 inches tall. She's about the same height as, actually no, Rebirth is closer to 7 1/4. And then Clayface here at the topmost of his top spike, he is almost at 9 inches. He is a tall boy. And width-wise, he's like 7 inches wide. Dude is a big figure, like a big figure. Let's start off with Clayface, since, his leg broke. His leg done broke. The first ever Build-A-Figure that I completed, King Shark. He is huge next to King Shark. Like, King Shark is taller, but Clayface is much wider. It is crazy how much wider that this Clayface is. And, if you get his arms up and out, like, that's crazy. Look at that. He's a big boy. Again, I have no idea where I'm going to put this guy on the shelf. And an upcoming review. I almost did it for this week, but I promised in Monday's review that I would do Clayfaces this Thursday. But we have the Nightfall Bane from the 2-pack. Yeah, this is a big Clayface. Again, Bane taller, but like, look at how gigantic this Clayface is. The size of this, you don't really get an appreciation for until you have it in hand. It is really something to, marvel at. It is absurd how big this Clayface is. I just love it, just for the size alone. It doesn't articulate well, but just crazy. Trying to get my action figures out of the way here. Alright, and then Clayface. We'll just leave that leg in shot. I won't address it. Let's do the Batman and Batwoman size comparisons now, but considering there is, 2 smaller figures, I think we can just do this all in one go. So, another black and gray Batman here. We have the Hush Batman. And since I already showed off the Bane, here is the Batman from that Nightfall 2-pack. And another character that is using the Nightfall Catwoman body, which I think actually looks better, is the Supergirl figure. I think that this figure actually has a better upper torso than Batwoman. The logo's on in the appropriate place, and nothing looks too off here. Although, looking at it now, I almost feel like she has a similar problem to Batwoman. Like, they gave her too much neck or something. Or the boobs are too low. I don't know. I just gotta stop complaining, I guess, about proportions. I buy all these Mcfarlane figures, and they're all over the place regardless. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw in one more figure here. Let's throw in the San Diego Comic-Con Agent Liberty, just because I feel like it. But there you go. There's some size comparisons between these figures. Let me get these people out of the way. And there goes Batwoman again. God. I'm going to need to put her on a figure stand or a flight stand. Probably a flight stand. Get these figures out of the way here. And we'll go ahead and bring Clayface back in. His leg's still there. He was represented in that shot. All right, now that Clayface is back to, clay faces, I guess. Let's bring in our usual suspects here. Let's continue with our Mcfarlane stuff. Here's Atrocitus and the Gold Label Arkham City Batman. We have the Jazzwares Halo Spartan Yoroi. The wrestling figures. Let's get John Cena Elite 100 Mattel. I messed that up. Oh well. The AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe. 6-inch scale time. We got the Scarlet Spider from Marvel Legends. The Hasbro Black Series Retro Card Boba Fett. The G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. And the Dino Thunder Black Ranger from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So, this 3-pack, I like it. I do like it. Again, it does have the QC problems. Do I need another Batman in my collection? Probably not, but I do like the body mold, so there is that. And, it's decent head swap potential. I could see someone getting a Jim Gordon Batman figure and swapping it with this head. I could see someone doing that. Someone probably already did that, but I would hold out on this Batwoman release. I know most people are here for the Batwoman figure, myself included. But $35. I don't feel like what I spent on this was wasted. I really don't know where I'm gonna put this Clayface. He's just gigantic. Like I just had enough room for King Shark. Where is this guy gonna go? Be careful moving his joints. That it does suck that it broke that easy. I literally went to move it once and it just snapped right off. The other leg's fine though. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this 3-pack. Was the original asking price worth it, or are you getting this on sale, or just not at all, waiting for a different Batwoman release? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.